Hi, so I'm back with another video that was on request. One of my followers wanted to know how to place marini, so this is just a little video of me finishing a tide pool bead, and I'm spot heating the front where I'm going to put the wave. I guess there's just even bead there. Spot heating the front with a narrow flame. I just want to heat the center. You want to keep the sides nice and cool so you don't lose your shape of your bead. Put the rod into the glass and just give it a little twist. And you want to twist it a little bit farther than you think you need to, just so that the wave goes all the way around. And I just cut the rod off with a pair of nippers. You can use any nippers that you have. If you were doing a smaller wave with a thinner rod, you could probably snap it off. But that was probably a 5 millimeter rod, and they do not snap off very easily. So the extra glass, I'm just pressing into the bead with my brass marver, cooling it down because I don't want that part of the bead to move anymore. And I'm getting rid of any chill marks that are on the bead. Heat the back of the bead so it stays nice and warm. And now I'm going to add the little dots for the water droplets. And I just take any of the colors of transparent that are in the top of the bead and use that for the water droplets. This one I think is double helix. This is purple. Um, and just a little, few little drops. That bottom one is a little bit bigger than I want it to be, so I'm just going to pull some of the glass off. Just heat the dot and touch it with my hot rod and pull the extra glass off. Heat those in. Just kind of making sure the whole bead stays warm. Now I'm going to apply the marini. And I don't, if you can see, I am just putting the marini in the edge of the flame with my tungsten tweezers. I don't want it to get super hot. I don't want to wave it in and out of the flame. I find that causes them to crack more often than not. So I'm just kind of waving it in the very edge of the flame because you only need that bottom part to be hot, and then once it's on the bead you can heat it up some more. So one more marini, heat it and put it on my bead, and now I'm going to heat all three of the marini, and with my tungsten pick I'm going to press two of them in so they look like little anemones that you find in a tide pool, and I'm going to press the center. And the shell, I want it to look a little bit like like a nautilus or a shell that you'd find on the beach. So I'm going to take a transparent rod and I'm going to heat it up, and I'm just going to put it in the edge and twist it. And that'll make it look like the shells that you saw on the first bead. Um, and there it is again with the little twist in the shell, just a different color.